Hello everyone, welcome back to It Moves, an indie horror RPG, where we are now in Chapter 2 of the Labyrinth, after we were chased by a creepy, data-faced from Star Trek spider monster thing, and woke up and then cried for mommy for some pancakes. Pancakes are delicious. So, continuing from there, we are now in a new dream, or a nightmare rather, and it's apparently a labyrinth of some sort. I have no idea what I'm doing. Except there's a happy face here, and a frowny face here. And another happy face. Okay, apparently it's a button puzzle. So that's a sad face, I won't touch it. I'll touch you. You're a sad face. Okay, well apparently I guess I did the puzzle right. Think. Okay. I don't like this labyrinth, it's really dark. I don't know what I'm doing. Anacorp. Okie dokie. So, ooh, are you supposed to be evil? Well, I saw something red, I didn't like it, now I'm moving a bit faster, and everything seems to be getting a little more red. I don't like this. I don't like it! Like, I'll chase you! Alright, okay. I'm seeing shit now, okay. I'm going to... I have to figure out what I'm doing here. The bottom left seems to be full of nothing. A wanted poster. Okay. I'm gonna see... What is this now? Some kind of machinery. I didn't go all the way down to the bottom of the bottom... Ew! Okay, that thing doesn't kill me at the very least, so I'm glad for that. It's the wanted poster. Oh god. Ventilation, maybe. The air is still stuffy, though. What is this? A poster for some concert. It looks old. Great! You again! I'm going to just not touch you or try to touch you. I did before, but nothing happened. Ah, okay, you're blocking the way. Doesn't matter, I'll go this way. Oh. So far... Get out of my way! Or maybe I meant to touch it. Because it certainly is making things worse. Like, really, really worse. What the fuck is this? Nothing of interest, I think. Okay, well, at least we're getting somewhere. What are you? Ventilation. Things are getting a lot worse. The fuck is this? Looks like a fan. It's like this is slowly becoming Silent Hill. Instructions on how to use a fire extinguisher. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of shit in here. Where is the red hooded girl? Little Red Riding Hood. Now something's whispering in my ear. Great. That makes me feel so much better about the situation. I already looked at that. You. Alright, found another. Oh god, the screen's getting worse. Don't tell me I'm actually slowly killing myself. I definitely see a face on the screen. And it looks like Jeff the Killer? Hello. Yeah, I definitely see a face on my screen. I don't like where this is going. Wait, did I see her? Him, her? God, seriously! Okay. Where am I going? There's a face on my screen that's just weird. Oh god, don't tell me a jump scare's gonna come. Where am I going even? I didn't even set my timer, god damn it. I'm trying to time it on my goddamn phone again, since this is in full screen mode, and I can't just use my computer. My computer clock. You! Okay, wait. What about that white door? Maybe it's of importance now. You, ventilation? Stuffy. Oh, there you are. Okay. Found the little red thing again. The only thing that's happening is like a weird gurgling noise and this thing's face getting a little bit more noticeable. Beyond that, nothing's really happening. It's sort of just building a lot of tension. Ah, there you are. Hello! Gonna wake up from that alone? Is that it? When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears when you went lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first I wasn't sure what it was. Probably just Dad snoring. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline the room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it. Bed sheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all comfortable in the bottom bunk. Maybe your brother, that would make sense. Maybe he was missing sleeping underneath. Actually, no way, he was probably in the top bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. Whatever reassures you. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked in on me and the cat had sneaked into my room. Would it be snuck into my room? I'm not really that good at English, Could be snuck, could be sneaked, I don't know. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back into sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought I must have disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized that the visitor in my bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep and much more sinister. Well, if you're going to think it's sinister, it's going to become sinister. And if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. No, not the bed sheets! My heart raced as my eyes panicked. Scanning the almost impenetrable darkness, I let out a cry. Ma'am! As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. On your mother? Questionable. I could hear something stir on the other side of that house, but as I begun to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk beds suddenly start to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I didn't want to jump down to safety as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me. Because you're totally safe just underneath your blankets on the top bunk. Pulling me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream? I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear followed by relief streamed down my face. Yet, through all the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk bed would return, if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth I do not know, but as a child I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. It makes it sound like that the monologuing or narration is a person speaking of a time that happened in his childhood. It's almost like as if he's speaking in past reference. So maybe the whole pseudo-intellectualism in the words they're choosing to use is not their thoughts now, but someone telling someone about the story of what happened as they were a kid. At least that's what it seems like now. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, but in that suffocating room. Anywhere but that room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes, climbing huge sycamore trees? I've never heard of that before, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Sycamore? Tree, which towered above everything else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room, ordinary, slight, and innocuous. But for me, that boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside the lush green surroundings of our garden, filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled. Actually, hit spacebar if I could read the last word. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest, I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so as much as spoke of it. Okay. Another night came. Dun dun dun. Scary. Factorized? Okay, dokie. Well then. Yes, I would like to save. Also, I'm going to see how much time I have used. Well, apparently I've already used 12 minutes of time. Since I want to keep these episodes nice and short, I'm going to, I guess, do an episode per chapter depending on how long they last. So, hopefully if you continue to enjoy It Moves, an indie horror game, and I hope you all stay fluffy as fucking hell. And until the next episode... Nope. What the fuck was that in the vent? Let's go back in. No? That's a big fat no. It's getting closer. I should keep moving. I am not looking backwards.